Today I'm going to show you every ship cosmetic I own. Quickly before we get into this video, let me just say thank you, Garrett, for suggesting this video. I don't think I ever would have actually thought of this by myself, so thank you. I was going to originally do my entire inventory, then I realized how much stuff I own, so I decided to split it up into 5 videos, one for each different chest. So I made a poll to determine which one to do first. You guys overwhelmingly said ship customization chest, so I guess that's what we're going with. Now first, a few things. A lot of the stuff I have was time limited and is no longer obtainable. If it was, this locked icon thing will be in the top corner if it is no longer obtainable. If it is obtainable, this will not be here. Next is this video will be split up into chapters. I'm just gonna go over them now so you're not confused. Okay, first of all is full sets. The full sets are just any set that has a sail, hull, figurehead, wheel, capstan, and cannon. Just the whole 6 items. Next is partial sets. These are sets that don't have a few of those. So there's enough items that it's a kind of set, but not a full set. So if it's a hull, sails, and figurehead like old sets used to be, that's a partial set. Next is standalone. These are just items that aren't part of a set, just completely separate. This will probably also be split up into subcategories like standalone sails, standalone figureheads, standalone hulls, whatever. Next is missing parts. These are sets that I do not own all of yet. Now remember, this is not every ship cosmetic in the game. This is only the 434 I own. How did that even happen? That is a lot of stuff. Also, so I don't have to spend forever copy and pasting the descriptions over for every single item. At the end of the video, I'm just going to cycle through my entire ship customization chest. So if you want a specific item's description, skip to that and good luck finding it. Also, this video is in no particular order. Well, it kind of is. It's whatever the ship customization chest order gave me. Anyway, let's get into the actual video now. So starting off with the full sets, we have the Admiral set. It's a normal set you can buy from any shipwright. Next is the Bone Crusher set. The sails, hull, figurehead, and flag were part of the Cursed Sails event, which was one of the very early events, and was only available for purchase during that. Though the cannon, capstan, and wheel can be purchased, they're locked behind a commendation, I can't remember which one, from the shipwright. Next is the Kraken set. The set was added in Forsaken Shores, and is just purchasable from the shipwright. I believe the cannon, capstan, and wheel are also locked behind a commendation. Next is the Ocean Crawler set. Same as the Kraken set, added in Forsaken Shores. The cannon, capstan, and wheel are locked behind a commendation, I believe, but it can just all be purchased from the normal shipwright. Next is the Sea Dog set, which is just, again, a normal set. You can purchase this from the shipwright. It's a original set. Next is the Sovereign set. This can also be bought from the shipwright and has been in the game since the start. Next is the Wailing Barnacle set. This was part of the Shrouded Spoils update and was available for purchase from Duke. And fun fact, the cannon, capstan, and wheel were the first cannon, capstan, and wheel cosmetics ever added to the game. Next is the Parrot set. This is not an original set, like it wasn't added at the very start of the game. I don't know when it was added, but it's a normal shipwright set. Next is the Killer Whale set. This set is a reputation reward for the Hunter's Call faction. To get the entire set, you need to get to reputation level 50. Next is the Wild Rose set. Most of this set can be bought from any shipwright for doubloons, with the exception of the Helm, which is a Tall Tale reward. Next is the Silver Blade set. This is awarded for being an insider for a grand total of 37 weeks. Next is the Spartan set. This was a log-in reward during the release of a Halo game, I believe. It was also a Twitch drop at one point as well, I think. Next is the Mercenary set. This set was awarded for completing mercenary voyages. They updated it many times, and the rewards cycled a lot, but this is the entire set. Next is the Hunter set. This is not a base game set, but is purchasable from the shipwright. I don't remember when it was added. Next is the Forsaken Ashes set. This was purchasable from Duke during the Forsaken Shores update, and is no longer obtainable, except for the cannon, capstan, and wheel, which were added at a later date, and are purchasable from the normal shipwright for doubloons. Next is the Ashen Dragon set, which is purchasable for, I believe, doubloons from the shipwright. However, it is locked behind the Ashen Tome commendations. Next is the Fightin Frogs ship set. This was awarded for completing the first chapter of the new Battletoads game. That is no longer doable, but it is now in the Pirate Emporium. I don't have the collector's items, I just have the base set. Next is the Inky Kraken set. This was, I believe, is the first Black Market Archive set. It can now be purchased from the normal shipwright for quite a bit of gold. Next is the Omen set. The sails, hull, and figurehead were a login reward, I believe, and the cannon, capstan, and wheel were a Twitch drop reward at some point. I don't remember exactly when. Next is the Nightshine Parrot set, another Black Market Archive set. This can now be purchased from the normal shipwright for a decent bit of gold. Next is the Aristocrat set, also a Black Market Archive set. This is now in the normal shipwright shop for a decent bit of doubloons. Next is the Deep Ocean Crawler set, also Black Market Archive set, now can be bought from the normal shipwright for doubloons, I believe. Next is the Royal Sea Squirrel set. This is purchased from the Pirate Emporium for a decent bit of ancient coins. I have 3 slides here because I also own the Collector's Figurehead and Sails. Next is the Ghost set. This is a reward for getting to Athena 10 and also for selling 50 of every type of the new Athena loot. So 50 Athena kegs, 50 Athena skulls, 50 Athena villainous skulls, all of that. It also costs 3 million gold, so it used to be the most expensive set in the game until Dark Adventures. Next is the Night Wulf set, which can also be bought from the Pirate Emporium for a decent bit of ancient coins. I also have the Collector's Figurehead from one of the Plunder Passes. Next is the Gold Hoarders set. The first set here is the Reputation rewards from 55 to 75. Then we also have the Marauders Sails, and then we have the Tribute Peak Figurehead, Tribute Peak Hull, and the Captain's Sails. Then we have the Order of Souls version of that. So, Order of Souls set, Reputation 55 to 75. Then we have the Relic of Darkness Hull and Figurehead with the Chief Sails, and then with the Grandy Sails. Then we have the same for Merchant Alliance, so Reputation 55 to 75. Then we have the Merchant Ambassador Hull and Figurehead with the Commander Sails, and then we have the Admiral Sails. Next is the Reaper's Bones set, which is rewarded from Reputation 5 to 75. Then we have the stuff from the Emissary rewards, so the Master Renegade Hull Figurehead with the Keeper Sails, and then that same set with the Master Sails. Next we have the Mutinous Fist set, which was released, I believe, as a Twitch drop around the launch of the Bleeding Edge game. And next we have the Ancestral set, which was originally a reward for having the Xbox Game Pass, but then was later re-released as a Twitch drop. Next we have the Ceremonial Admiral set. This is a base game set, but requires, I believe, Merchant Alliance Reputation of 50 to purchase all of it. Next we have the Grand Admiral set, another base game set that can be purchased from the shipwright normally. Next we have the Bilge Rat set. This is another base game set that can be purchased from the shipwright normally. Except this is the only base game set that does not have a flag, interestingly enough. Next is the Castaway Bilge Rat set. This is again a base game set that can be purchased from the shipwright normally. Next is the Scurvy Bilge Rat set. This is again a base game set that can be purchased from the shipwright normally. However, it is the most expensive base game set for no particular reason, but it's about 3 times as expensive. Next is the Ruffian Sea Dog set. This can be purchased from the shipwright normally and is again a base game set. Next is the Rogue Sea Dog set. This is again a base game set that can be purchased normally from the shipwright. Except this requires a Order of Souls reputation of, I believe, 50. Next is the Imperial Sovereign set. Again, a base game set that can be purchased from the shipwright normally. Next is the Royal Sovereign set. This is a normal base game set that can be purchased from the shipwright normally, except you need Gold Hoarders reputation of, I believe, 50 to purchase the entire thing. Next is the Shark Hunter set, not to be confused with the Hunter set, as originally this was actually called the Hunter set, I think. Pretty sure. Not quite base game, but it was added fairly early on, and it can be bought from the normal shipwright. Next is the Soul Flame set. This is a Pirate Emporium set that can be purchased for ancient coins. I also have the Collector's Sails and Figurehead, so this is what it looks like with the collector stuff. And last, for our full sets, is the Azir Ocean Crawler set, which I believe is just a normal set that you can purchase from the shipwright. Anyway, that is the end of the full sets. Now on to partial sets. First of all is the Fearless Bone Crusher set. This originally was added to the black market for doubloons, but has since been moved to the normal shipwright shop. It's only a sail, hull, and flag. This is the Wandering / Shipwrecked / Inevitable Reaper set. So basically what this set is during Mercenary voyages, there was a series of rewards. Originally, it was called the Wandering Reaper set, which was a hull, sail, and flag. Then in the next update, we got another set of sails called the Shipwrecked Reaper sails. Then in the next update, we got a set of sails and a flag called the Inevitable Reaper sails. These were only available during that event, but it's still interesting that they kind of made 3 sets that are pretty much the same. I just decided to make them the same set because they were kind of designed to fit together, I think. Next is the Golden Legendary set. This is just a figurehead, hull, and sails. This was awarded to anyone who could achieve Pirate Legend in year 1. Now, that may not sound too bad, but at that point, Pirate Legend was significantly harder to reach. Next is the Celestial Steed set. This is a sail, hull, figurehead, and flag set. This was, I believe, a Twitch Prime thing. The very first Sea of Thieves Twitch Prime thing, I believe. Next is the Shroudbreaker set. This was a reward for reaching a number in renown in Season 1. It's a flag and a sail. Next is the Black Phoenix set. This is a figurehead, sail, and flag. This was awarded for, I believe, reaching Plunder Pass 100 in Season 2. As a note, it was the Plunder Pass items, which they've said will be added to the Pirate Emporium later, but it hasn't been added yet, so I'm putting it as unobtainable currently, though it might be obtainable in the future. Next is the Athena's Fortune sails. These are technically just 2 sails, but we have the Guardian Athena sails and the Legend Athena sails. They're technically a set, even though you can't have them equipped at the same time, so that's why they're here. Next is the Of the Ocean Deep set. This is a flag and sails. This was rewarded for reaching some renown in Season 2. Next is the Blue Horizon set, which is just a flag and sail. Currently, this is obtainable for reaching renown 10 in Season 3, though after Season 3, I believe this will be unobtainable. Okay, now that is the end of partial sets. Next is the standalone category. I'm kind of going in a random order of which item I do first, but we're going to start with wheels. There is only one standalone wheel I own, which is the Accomplished Bone Crusher wheel. This was, I believe, originally called the Seasoned Bone Crusher wheel and was a reward for reaching some renown level in Season 1. Next are the cannons. The first cannon is the Magpie's Wing Cannons. These are a reward for the Shroudbreaker Telltale. Next are the Frostbite Cannons. I believe you can buy these from the shipwright right now, but I think they're locked behind a commendation. Also, it was originally part of a New Year's event, that's how I have it. Next are the Golden Barnacle Cannons. These were a reward for reaching some renown level in Season 2. Next are the Golden Sailor Cannons. These were a reward for players who logged in around the first anniversary. Next are the Capstans. I don't own any standalone Capstans. Next are the Cannon Flares. They're all from first person because I didn't have anyone to help me with it. So, anyway, we have purple, white, blue, orange, red, and yellow. You can buy them from the shipwright normally, they're all still obtainable. Next are the hulls. I only have one hull. It is the Shackled Phantom Hull. I believe this was the reward for reaching renown 100 in Season 2 and being Pirate Legend. Next are the Figureheads. First of all, the original Baron Bird figurehead. It's not called that, it's called the Baron Bird figurehead, but it is not part of the Pirate Emporium set. Technically, it was originally added for Banjo and Kazooie's 20th anniversary. I think it was Banjo and Kazooie's 20th anniversary, though I'm not going to check that. And it was just purchasable from the shipwright for a week, I think. Next is the Hungering One figurehead. This was rewarded for completing Merrick's quest chain during Hungering Deep, which was the first big Sea of Thieves update. Next is the original Huntress figurehead. I believe this is also a Pirate Emporium set now, but this is not part of it. I think you can purchase it from the shipwright normally, and it's still obtainable, but I don't remember. Next is the Spinal figurehead. I don't know how you originally got this, but it became a Twitch drop at some point, which is how I have it. But I believe originally it was like a convention code or something. Next is the Gold Hauler figurehead. This was part of the Hunter's Hall event, which was actually the first Sea of Thieves guide I made was on how to get this figurehead, so it's kind of sentimental to me. Well, first good, I think it was my first guide. Next is the Legendary Figurehead of Courage. There are various versions of this, like the lowly Figurehead of Courage. It's kind of like reputation rewards where it upgrades over time. So this is the max version. It was available from the Summer of Sea of Thieves event and also the Competition of Courage event. Next is the Rare Legend figurehead. This was available for Rare's 35th anniversary, and you had to go around and hunt down rare Easter eggs within the game. That is all the figureheads. I'm going to mess up the order here and do flags first. I added these because they weren't base game items technically. There's not sailor items, so I added them. So, there is the basic white flag, the basic checkered flag, the basic black flag, blue flag, yellow flag, red flag, Jolly Roger, rainbow/pride flag, which are all base flags that you unlock automatically upon getting the game now. There's also the Reaper's Mark flag, which is also a base game flag, but this one shows your ship on the map to every other player. And my last standalone flag, the Bilge Rat Adventures flag. I honestly have no freaking clue how I got this. It was, I believe, at one point a login reward. I don't remember if it was available before that, though, so I don't know. Okay, now on to what you guys were probably waiting for, the sails. There's a lot of these. First of all, the colored sailor sails, which you have to buy. They're not free. Black sails, the green sails, the red sails, the blue sails, and the yellow sails. These are all technically part of the sailor set, though you have to pay for them. So I put them here. You can buy them from the shipwright for like, I think 10,000 gold each. They're like the cheapest sails in the entire game. Next are the Ancient Isles sails. These were awarded as part of the Cursed Sails quest line. So this was awarded for, I believe, completing the first part of that in the Ancient Isles. Next are the Wild Sails. These are awarded for completing the Wilds chapter of the Cursed Sails quest line. Next are the Shores of Plenty Sails. Same thing, but Shores of Plenty. So just Shores of Plenty part of the quest line. Next are the Festival of the Damned Sails. These were purchasable for doubloons during the very first Festival of the Damned event, so like the first Halloween event. Next are the original Gilded Phoenix Sails. These were awarded for streaming for 5 minutes. They are still obtainable, I don't know why I said were. Next are the Briggsy Sails. These are a tall tale reward from the legendary storyteller, I believe. Next are the Lord Guardian Sails. These sails were given out for pre-ordering the Sea of Thieves role-playing game, which I have still never played. It's just sitting on my shelf gathering dust. I'll play it one day, Next are the Magpie's Fortune Sails. These are a reward for the main voyage tall tale. Next are the X Marks the Spot Sails. These were a login reward for 2 million players, I believe. Next are the Reaper's Mark Sails. These were purchasable, I believe, before the Pirate Emporium, so you had to spend real money on them, but it was a precursor to the Emporium. I think it might have been also very early Emporium days. Either way, they were only available for a brief period of time. Next are the Burning Blade Sails. You can buy these from the shipwright for, I think, a normal amount of gold, but you need to have the commendation for defeating the Burning Blade 10 times. Next are the Ashen Wind Sails. You can buy these from the normal shipwright, but you need the commendation, sell 25 Ashen Wind Skulls through our souls. Next are the Sails of Union. These were charity sails to help support cancer research, I believe. They were in the Emporium for like 2 weeks. Next are the Silver Skull Sails. These are a reward for reaching Renowned 100 in the Plunder Pass in Season 1, and are also available for purchase in the Pirate Emporium. Next are the Sails of Hope, which are also charity sails. These ones I believe were for a children's hospital. If you want to know what the charity exactly was for, you can go to the end of the video. It says in the description of the item. Next are the Glitterbeard Sails. Now these sails are a tribute to one of the developers who passed away, and according to the devs, they want this to be a secret item, and they don't want people making guides and stuff on how to get them. So I will say they're still available, but I'm not going to be telling you or making a guide on how to get them. Next are the Prosperous Captain Sails. These were a reward for logging in during the 3rd anniversary. And the final item from the standalone category is the Cursed Captain Sails. These are a reward from the Tall Tale A Pirate's Life, which is one of the brand new Tall Tales, which is actually one of the only 2 I've done so far. Anyway, that is the end of the standalone category. Time to go on to the next category. And now we are on to the last category, the Missing Parts category. These are sets I don't own everything from. First of all, we have the Sunshine Parrot set. I only have the flag. You can buy this from the normal shipwright. Next is the Venomous Kraken set. I only have the flag. You can buy this from the normal shipwright. Next is the Cultured Aristocrat set. I only have the flag. You can buy this from the normal shipwright. Actually, all 3 of these sets are locked behind commendations, now that I think about it. I can't remember which ones, but they are. Next is the Paradise Garden set. I have the Paradise Garden Cannons and the Paradise Garden Cannon Flare. The set is purchasable from the Pirate Emporium. Next is the Shrouded Ghost Hunter set. I have the hull, sails, figurehead, and flag. This was originally rewarded from a small event, I believe, to hunt down a whole bunch of megalodons. It has since been added to the Pirate Emporium and has been expanded upon with the cannon capstan and wheel, along with the collector's sails and figurehead. Next is the Blighted Ship set. This is the exact same thing as the Shrouded Ghost Hunter set. You get it as part of a small event right before it was added to the Emporium. I have the hull, sails, figurehead, and flag. Next is the Elemental Power set. I only have the hull for this set, as it was a reward from one of the plunder passes. Next is the Morningstar set. This is a Tall Tale set. It's not a full set, but I don't own the entire thing. Currently, I just have the hull and flag. Next is the Baron Bird set. This is a Pirate Emporium set. I only have the wheel, as it was a plunder pass reward. Next is the Obsidian set. I have everything but the capstan from this set. So the figurehead, hull, sails, and flag were released for Twitch drops at one point, I believe. The cannons and wheel were also released as Twitch drops, though the capstan is only given away rarely as codes from partners. I don't have that. I'm marking it as unobtainable, though the capstan is still obtainable. but the rest of the ship set, I don't think, it's not currently obtainable, though it may come back in Twitch drops. In fact, the wheel just came back a few weeks ago. Next is the Glorious Sea Dog set. You can buy this from any shipwright, though you need to get the entire thing, Sea Dog Rep 50. I don't have that, so I have the entire set with the exception of the figurehead. Next is the Legendary set. The sails, hull, figurehead, and flag are purchasable from the Pirate Legend hideout if you are a Pirate Legend. However, the cannon, capstan, and wheel are still obtainable, though they are locked behind very difficult commendations. I currently only have the wheel, so that's what the wheel looks like, that's what the rest of the ship set looks like. There we go, I believe we are finally done. That is my 434 ship cosmetics. First of all, I want to say thank you guys for watching this far, as this video is probably like 30 minutes long. It's a long video, I'm sorry. The plus side to this, though, is now I have footage of every single ship set I own, which is a lot, almost all of them, I think. So I can make other videos way easier, which is going to be super helpful. Anyway, since we have time while I'm just scrolling through my ship cosmetics chest so you can read descriptions, I also want to point out, this video did take a very long time. It took so long, in fact, if you notice, some of the clips have the arch from the Pirate's Life update in them. Some of them don't. You can, I mean, yeah, the first ones don't, like the full sets don't, but a lot of the missing parts ones do. That's just because I started filming this before A Pirate's Life and finished filming it after A Pirate's Life. Quickly, this also does not include the Gilded Phoenix set, which is the only set I have gotten since I recorded this video. I have to go find the outpost again if I want to record it, and it's just a partial set, so I decided to just leave it. If you guys want me to do another one of these, tell me, I guess, because these take a very long time. I think I'm planning on maybe trying to do one or so a season, which means it's going to be like a year till I finish it. Ooh, I didn't think that through. Anyway, it takes a very long time to make this type of video, specifically because of how many things I have. Also, I think it's a bit late because I forgot I had to finish this by today, so I might have missed my 7-day deadline by a bit. Probably just a day, hopefully. We'll see. I'm gonna keep trying to upload videos. I still have my 1,000 subscriber video that I should be working on but haven't yet. I'm gonna do Tall Tale guides for the new Tall Tales. Once I play them, I still have only done the first two. Yeah, I plan on doing the rest on stream, though I still haven't organized or set up a stream time, so I'm planning on doing those on stream at some point. This is probably longer than it needs to be now, so anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, you can leave a like, or a dislike if you didn't. I don't know, though I don't know why you'd watch 30 minutes of this if you didn't enjoy it to some extent. Oh, I also almost forgot. Since the last time I uploaded, we have hit 1,300 subscribers. Woo! That's a hell of a landmark. So thank you. Actually, in fact, we're at 1,330 subscribers, which is, that's insane. I really don't know how that happened. So thank you guys. No more stalling. I'll just cut it as much of that as I need to, so it fits the end bit length. Hi, it's editing weather. So turns out the 6 minutes of audio I recorded with very long pauses was not long enough for the 9 minutes it takes for me to cycle through my customization chest. Yeah, so sorry this is like 4 days late. I really underestimated how long the editing was going to take. So I brought up streams quickly, I just thought I'd elaborate on that. I'm planning to stream the remainder of the A Pirate's Life Tall Tales. I haven't planned anything yet because I'm bad at planning in advance, but I do intend on streaming those soon. If you want to watch that, I stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/thewithermaster013 because the Withermaster was taken. So yeah, if you want to go hang out on stream when I eventually stream, it'll happen someday. No, I do plan on streaming. I plan on trying to stream a little bit more. That's my plan. My plans don't always go according to plan, as I expected this video to be done a month ago. So, I don't know. I'm working on it. If you want a list of more detailed timestamps for this video, I know I'm saying this at the end, but check the description, and then if they're not in the description, check the pinned comment. I think I'll probably hit the character limit for the description. If I do, pinned comment. Oh, and if by this point I have decided a stream date, check my Twitch schedule. That's where I'll put it. Yeah. That's where it'll be. Oh, also, since I was talking about it before, since I recorded this audio, we've actually gone up to 1,340 subscribers, which is absolutely insane. Yeah, thank you guys. I really appreciate it. It's insane seeing that number every time I click on YouTube. It's crazy, and thank you. Oh, what do you guys think about old Tall Tale guides? Is that something people are interested in? I probably could just put this on a community post, but I'll ask here too, why not? So, I used to make Tall Tale guides. Those were actually four of my first 5 guides were Tall Tale guides. I started a series on making Tall Tale guides, and I made the main voyage guide, and then I stopped abruptly. I'm just wondering if the Shores of Gold Tall Tales, there's still interest in them or not. I think I probably gotta make a community post. I doubt many people make it this far. I probably should just make a community post. I'll do that at some point, but hey, if you want to put your opinion in the comments, you can. Oh, also, while I'm here, I did realize I actually did mess up on one of the sets. The Ashen Dragon set, some of it is Tall Tale rewards, which I completely forgot when I recorded the audio. That audio, by the way, was completely unscripted. It was like all memory, with a little Googling here and there, but mostly memory. So, if I made any mistakes, I apologize. I'm pretty sure I was fairly accurate, though. And the points I wasn't sure about, I did check. Also, the Bilge Rat Adventures flag, I have no idea where it came from. After I recorded the audio, or after I edited that part of the video, I was like Googling, trying to figure out where it was, because I don't know, I was curious. And here, let me just, okay, I found it. So on the Sea of Thieves wiki, the obtaining part of the Bilge Rat flag is, the Bilge Rat Adventures flag is purchased from the ship flag box. What does that even mean? I literally have no idea how I got this. Well, no, I do. I'm pretty sure it was a login reward for one of the festivals of giving. I think. But that was way after Bilge Rat Adventures stopped happening, so I really don't know if it was something before that. And that is the only, this is the only thing on the internet that I can actually find that says it exists. Like, I found pictures of it and stuff, but nothing else that, specifically mentions it. I think there's another Sea of Thieves wiki. It says it's a default flag that you just have. It's just it gives you an explanation of how flags work in the description. And I don't know how you got it. Well, I have a guess. But I can't, I don't know. It's weird. Anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling because this is almost as long as my Ship Cosmetics video. Nope, it's not that long. It's not that long. It's almost as long as me cycling through the 14 pages of Ship Cosmetics. Anyway, back to past me because I believe I have rambled long enough. Anyway, if you have any questions about the cosmetics in this video or whatever, anything, you can leave them in the comments. I will try to answer them as soon as possible, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Also, tell me if you guys like this kind of video. It's not a guide, and I'm kind of curious to see how it does. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.